An in-depth police investigation is underway tonight after two men were shot, one of them killed around 1:30 yesterday morning west of Belding.
The Kent County Sheriff's Department is working this case, and that's where we find 24-hour News 8's Evan Dean live tonight with the very latest from deputies.
Brian and Sue, good evening. No arrests at this point. The shooter is not in police custody. Investigators say they have more work to do. They say this is not an open and shut case, and whether or not the shooter will face charges is still up in the air.
There are facts that really have to be vetted, interviews that need to happen.
An every-angle investigation right now as detectives try to figure out exactly what happened here early yesterday. The seemingly quiet neighborhood along Big Pine Island Lake had gotten loud. Police say there was a party in the area and reports of reckless driving. But no call to the cops. They say a neighbor instead tried to quiet things down himself. But things escalated between the two sides. First an argument, then a physical altercation, and then
the incident culminated into a shooting.
A single gunshot that somehow hit two men. Robert Morgan was rushed to the hospital but later died. His nephew, Jacob Vanink, was also shot but expected to survive. Kent County Under Sheriff Michelle Young confirmed the shooting happened at the neighbors who complained about the party. But she wouldn't say who pulled the trigger, only that it's a man and that he's not in custody.
There were statements that left us to believe that there was more that had to be investigated.
Namely, the possibility of self-defense. Police are working to determine if the shooter was trying to protect himself.
That's going to be one of the avenues that we will approach in the investigation. We certainly need to vet whether or not that was an issue.
And detectives still need to interview more witnesses and look over all the physical evidence. Then they'll send the case to the prosecutor, who will determine whether or not charges will be filed.
And make a determination if there was an illegal act or if what happened was justified or, anything in between.
Now, we reached out to the family of the man killed today. They did not want to comment on the case. We also tried talking with a family who lives near where that shooting happened, trying to get the shooter's side of the story, but we were asked to leave their property. Obviously, the Sheriff's Department still working on this, not releasing a whole lot yet, but as soon as they do and as soon as we learn more, we'll update you. Reporting live outside the Kent County Sheriff's Department, Evan Dean, 24-hour News 8.